Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. Alright, the question is, why am I gaining weight with this diet? And the answer to that question is that if it's been over a week that you've been on this diet, because sometimes initially you can gain weight on a diet, but if it's been over a week, your body should have settled down by now. If you're still gaining weight, then I'm afraid to say, you may not like this, okay, but you're lying to yourself. And I could be wrong, right? But this, in my experience, speaking to people in this situation, then they have been lying to themselves. And the reason is that what happens is people go on a diet, okay, but then they kind of cheat. They kind of cut corners. They eat a little bit more than they should have done. They eat snacks without even almost without remembering that they ate snacks, okay? And studies have been done on people who say that they're following a diet and that they're eating less, and they are genuinely amazed that they are still gaining weight. And when these people are observed, it turned out that they were cheating themselves. They were sneaking extra things in that they totally forgot about. They were eating more than they should have been eating. And yeah, it's tough. This is very common. So don't blame yourself, and I'm certainly not blaming you or pointing the finger or making a judgment or anything. I'm just saying that if this has been happening with you, you've been gaining weight with a diet, and it's been over a week, enough time to settle down, and you need to take a second look at what you've been doing and just question, because the thing is, our bodies burn a certain amount of energy per day. If you're a woman, it's 2,000. If you're a man, it's 2,500 calories. And if you are in a situation where you're gaining weight, then you know what? The body doesn't lie. The body doesn't create fat out of nowhere. It's coming from your diet. It's not coming from anywhere else, and that is why. So you need to have a look at that. Like I said, I'm not judging you. Just check yourself out. Check what you're doing. Get a second opinion. Maybe ask people that you're with during the day, your co-workers or your family or whatever, and check the labels as well on what you're eating, and be honest with yourself. Add it all up and see what it comes out to. The only other possible explanation is that you're one of these people who doesn't need as much food in the day as others. So you may have a small build, in which case, say you're a woman, right, and you're a small build, it means you don't need 2,000 a day. It means that you only need to have like maybe 1,700 calories a day. That's always another possibility. But certainly what you shouldn't believe is, don't believe this thing like I have a low metabolism or I have a high metabolism and all this kind of stuff. Because a lot of people say I got a low metabolism, that's why I'm overweight. I tell you what, it's not true at all, right? There are very tiny variations in metabolism from one person to another, but unfortunately, it's become one of these what I call magazine myths. You hear it in magazines all the time by health journalists who don't have a qualification to their name and they don't have any experience working with people on these problems, and they always say, oh yeah, some people have low metabolism. It's absolute bull. There is no such thing as a low metabolism. Because you know why? Because a low metabolism would be actually an advantage to have. If you had a low metabolism, then what would happen is over time, according to evolution over the generations, everybody would then end up with that low metabolism, because whenever there's an advantage that someone has, it always outbreeds everybody else, okay? It's the same with anything else, with any other genetic advantage. And I'm sorry, there's no proof. If you want to disprove me on this, you go find me the studies, or you go find me the proof and show me that people have quite varying metabolisms, because it's simply not true. Our metabolisms are pretty much the same for nearly everybody. Some people have medical problems, and that can explain it, but 99% of people have the same metabolism, and you are unlikely to be in that 1%, I'm telling you now. So anyway, I hope you found this video eye-opening and interesting. I like to dispel myths. I don't like BS, and that's why I'm straight to the point with you. Listen, if you want to, you've been struggling on this diet so far, if you want to be successful now, if you want to lose weight and not put it back on, and let it be permanent, and not have cravings, and not feel deprived, have a look. I'll put a link in the description box below. If you click on that link, it'll take you to a site where you can see the proof. You can see people who before and after pictures. You can read their stories. You can see exactly how they use this revolutionary method to lose weight and to do it permanently and without feeling deprived at all. So please have a look. Click on the link in the description box below. I know it's going to help you. It's going to change your life. You be the judge of it. Check it out. Click on that link, and I'll see you soon in another video. Take care.